Hello, good morning, dear friends. This video is talking about learning Chinese by watching YouTube videos. There are some good videos on Chinese Disney anime, Chinese cartoon movie, the classic cartoon movie. It's quite interesting and quite good. For example, this one is a little ant and an elephant, a very small animal and a huge animal, how they work with each other. It's quite interesting. There are many movies. If you are interested, I can show you more of these. Oh, this is so slow. My computer is too slow. And there will be advertisement at the beginning. So it's quite skip it. So this is, I didn't put the sound. You can hear the sound. It's quite a beautiful movie. And in the class, students watch this movie, but I will tell them the story in Chinese. So to tell them the story, I give them the Google Translate. I give them the story. They will use Google Translate to translate it. And I put this one into a huge font so that students can write down the translation. The character is 48 with pinyin on top of it. Some pinyin are correct, some just 1 out of 100, there might be one incorrect pinyin, but I will correct with the students. For example, this one, if we change into smaller font, we can put all the words in one page, and the distance is 1.5. Okay. Once upon a time, 从前在森林里有一群小动物，它们都很自私，不帮助别人。有一天，一头大象帮助了一只小蚂蚁。小蚂蚁 Is that good to do this? 小蚂蚁很感激，说：“如果你遇到困难，我会帮助你。” So the story is like this. 从前 means once upon a time. 在森林里 in the forest 有一群小动物 There were a group of little animals. 他们都很自私 They are all very selfish. Do not 不帮助别人 Didn't help each other people. They didn't help other people. 有一天 there was one day, 一头大象 a big elephant, an elephant, actually there is no big, an elephant 帮助了一只小蚂蚁 helped a little ant. 小蚂蚁很感激 Little ant was very grateful. He said, 如果你遇到困难 if you meet with problem, if you had trouble, 我会帮助你 I can help you. I will help you. So let's go to Google Translate to do the translation. It's a beautiful Disney anime. See all these animals, they are quite not helping others. So you go to Google Translate and we will see the words. I'm sorry, it's not. So on this side, you can choose the language, right? Translate from Chinese. So we will choose from Chinese. I already have Chinese here, so it's a shortcut because I use French, English, Chinese all the time. Sometimes I need to use different language. Either you detect a language or choose a language. I will choose Chinese, or similar here, choose Chinese, and translate into English. English, or you can translate to Chinese simplified, Chinese traditional. Let's take a look of all the language possibility we can choose from. You can choose many different languages, and in the class, students, they always try to do something different. Some students translate into Arabic, Egyptian, and at the end, they choose a language they did not even know. Anyway. So we choose English to translate into. So the story, we will put half of the story here and half of the translation part here. Okay, a little bit more. We can see both sides, side by side. Okay. I put the font a little bit larger, increase the font so that you can see 从前, 从, and at this time you need to change your typing into Chinese. Here there is an icon on the icon bar. On the language bar, you choose US or Chinese simplified, English, US English or Chinese simplified. I choose Chinese simplified. Now I can start to type Chinese. So actually, I will use my my Galaxy to do the typing, because all these computer programs or the mobile devices, they are much easier to type. So let's take a look here. I'm sorry, don't be a mirror. Okay. We go to Google and we search translate. Oh, I already into Chinese mode, so I need to put back into. See, this is this is English US. Did you see? Yeah, English US. So translate. And the computer have memory, right? Once you type a few words, it can sync and what you are trying to figure out. So I use translate, Google Translate. We go to Google Translate, and on the one side is Chinese, on the other side English. So we start to type. At this time, we need to type in English, in Chinese, right? Because we are translating from Chinese to English, so we need to type in Chinese. How do you find the Chinese typing? Find the global icon, so that's international language. So I click one time between. I have two choices between Chinese and English. You can input more. That's in your computer. That's in your touchpad devices setting. You can put more language, some smiley face or emoji. So we do Chinese. So the first 从前, 从西, and you can see I only type one word, 西. This first word already pop up. 从前. So 从前, I have not yet finished typing. This already computer can sync. I am about to use these. There are several choices for me to choose, and I know this one is the right one. 从前, comma. You do not put any space, no space, and no capital. Just go ahead typing. 从前在森林里 Oh, sorry. This. 在 Oh, I put two Z and Z, so the word. 在森 S-E-N 森 I guess this one can 森林 So here is the word 里 I am using shortcut 有一群小动物有一群小动物 Gosh, this is quick because it is relatively smart. So you can translate right now, and also when you do Google Translate, try to translate short, not make it a very long sentence or a whole paragraph and translate. Then you might get lost in the middle. So translate right now. 从前在森林里有一群小动物 So this one is the translate search icon. You start to search here and do not never touch this this cross. When you touch this cross, all the typing will disappear. So search 从前 So it translates in the past, once upon a time, in the past, in the forest, a group of small animals. So this one is a very honest translation. 从前 is in the past, in the forest 在森林里有一群小动物 a group of small animals. But if you want to make a real perfect translation with the right grammar, you should put on there were a group of small animals, right? You should make it a full sentence. So Google Translate, sometimes it does a good job, but mostly it does an honest job. It just could not sync. It could not sync the right grammar. It could not sync the sentence structure and the context of your language, of what you are trying to say. It just honestly translate word by word. 从前在森林里有一群小动物 Now let's continue. Okay, let's keep on. 他们都很自私的，都很自私，他们都很自私。Okay, comma. 不帮助别人别人 Okay, so now let's continue. In the past, in the forest, a group of small animals, they are very selfish, not to help others. So you may correct the grammar. They were very selfish and they did not help each other. They did not help others. So this is a pretty true translation, but just do not have the grammar you would like to see, right? We can fix it. We can do it. Okay, so now we continue and we can change line. 有一天，有一天，有一天，comma 一头大象，一头 头大象西昂，一头大象。I'm typing quite slow. First, my skill was not good. Second, it's not very comfortable here. As you can see in front of the camera, I have to make sure that you can see and the camera is in front of my eyes. 有一头大象帮助了一只小蚂蚁 Translate. They were very selfish, do not have. One day an elephant helped a little ant. That's perfect. Let's keep on. 小蚂蚁很感激。小蚂蚁很感激，很感谢，很感激，感激。感激 OK 小蚂蚁很感激 comma said 说 where is 冒号 syllable OK we can do all these things 说 OK go back sorry. I need to buy a better stand. 如果你遇到困难我会帮助你。我会帮助你。Okay. So this is quite tedious, right? I'm sorry for that. So we will translate. One day an elephant helped a little ant. Ant was very grateful. Ant was very grateful, said, if you encounter difficulties, I will help you, which is pretty correct. And now we will move on to this movie. Oh, it's already played, finished. How many minutes we used? So usually in the class, it takes us about, it's done. Okay, we will take a back look back around it. So it's quite, sorry. I do not look good, I'm sorry. So usually it takes students a whole class to finish. Some quick students takes 20 minutes to finish the translation, and most students finish or not finish. But it's I think it's a quite effective way of learning. And if you are interested, I will put this word in. I will put these words in. You need these word documents. Maybe I will save it as a PDF, and I will put the photo of these and the word document of this and the video link of this movie if you are interested. and let me know if you like this method. There are hundreds of these movies. I can do hundreds of these very short story, brief story, and you will watch the movie and look back. And the story I made, this story is not the shortcut from the briefing from a book. I feel that if I write it, is even easier for my students, so I wrote it within 1 page or something. 熊猫百货商店, this is also a very good one. I do not want you to see me 白白弗兰兹。